Hey everybody, horticulturist Gary Bachman, time for another daily dose of hort. Well, with my seed store that many of you know that I started last year, the seeds that I produce, I grow the veggies, I collect the seeds, and then I germination test all of the seeds that I produce here to make sure that everything is viable. And I do everything in petri dishes with blue paper, and I'm going to go ahead and show you a close-up of kind of that process, but then a kind of a really interesting thing that I'm going to do with some of these germinated seed. Hang on just a second. Okay, so what I was talking about, germinating the seeds in petri dishes, and what I do with this is I take blue paper, and I use blue paper because it's easy to see the germinated seeds. And then I put them under here. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in here a little bit, and I put them out on my germination rack, and I allow the seeds to germinate, and then I count radical emergence. Well, these I went ahead and I had really good germination on these, and I have to look at this. These are the Homiceo Select Chilpitens. Chilpitilins, no, I'm not pronouncing it right. Chiltepins, peppers from down in the southwest and northern Mexico. And what I thought I would do with this and let these grow a little bit, and you can see, we already have some cotyledons, and they're turning green. They're trying to photosynthesize, and so I thought maybe, well, why don't I take some of these and see if I can grow these out a bit. So what I'm going to do is, and this is one of these crazy ideas I've got, and I've got to do it this way. Is I'm going to take and here, maybe if I do it this way. How about this? And if I take some tweezers, I can come in here and I can, well, maybe that one's probably not going to grow. What do you think? Let's go ahead and grab this one. That one I don't think is going to grow either. Oh my goodness gracious. There we go. Where I can take that little seedling and I've got some roots there. And I'm just going to go ahead and pop some of these into this plug tray that I've got, and see if I can get some of these to grow. I've already got these plants growing out in the nano farm, and I do have seeds available for the Homiceo Select variety. I'll put a link in the comments here. There we go. That's probably a good one right there, I would think. Let's see here. Wait, hang on a second. I need another tool. Let me go ahead, and I'm going to take a pencil and dibble a hole here, and then kind of push that. You need a little bit of help there. But anyways, that's kind of a way that I'm gonna grow some of these. Okay, so I know, look, that's kind of one of those really out of the box ideas of taking already germinated seeds from a petri dish and popping them into plug trays. Yeah, we'll see what happens, and I'll report back to you. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you next time on another daily dose of hort. Hey guys, it's about 3 weeks after I shot that original footage that you just saw of moving those germinated seeds from the germination testing into the little plug trays. And look what I've got. Look what they turned into. Nice little seedlings that are ready to transplant. I'm going to go ahead and put those into the Bootstrap Farmer 4-cell packs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little lab scoop and I'm going to pop these little seedlings out. And I've got the Homicilo Select Chipitolins chilies, and I've also got some of the really cool dwarf Tabasco pepper plants. These are both seeds that I have available at Heritage Cottage Seeds. And go in here and I can pop that out. And that's a really nice seedling. And we'll just take this, and you want to know something? I'm just going to go ahead. I'm just going to dibble with my finger here, and pop this in, just like that. Look at that. And you know, just like that, I've got more little pepper plants to go out and put out in the urban nano farm this summer to produce some great peppers and some great seeds for Heritage Cottage Seeds. So listen, thanks. I'll put all the information in the description. We'll see you next time on another Daily Dose of Hort.